Hey guys, Evan O'Rourke here, back with another live stream. How are we today, my guys? First time we've been live in a little while. I know I didn't stream last week, but that's because it was my birthday week, so I hope you guys didn't mind that. But we're live again. We're back on the we're back on the air. Technically speaking. One sec. Oh, by the way, sorry for being 10 minutes late. No excuses, typical issues. At this point, I don't even know if I should just delay the whole time of when I stream to like a new time. But that feels weird for me because I'm so used to my schedule that it's kind of weird to do that. So I don't know if I'm really keen to that idea. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. I'll have to see because I've really been streaming at 7:30, like on the dot, or not on the dot. Clearly not on the dot. But I mean, like I've been streaming generally 7:30 being the time for years since 2016, I think, and I just don't really want to change that. It's like the nostalgia of it. I know in the end it's just like a time, but I don't really want to do that, you know. But anyways, it doesn't really make much of a difference because I'm late 10 minutes in this one occasion. Hopefully, it doesn't happen again. I also will be turning off my camera because when I said I was having issues with dinner, I meant in regards to the fact that I haven't eaten dinner. So I'm going to be eating dinner live, just not with my camera on, obviously, because that's weird. So we're going to be talking about the one topic of tonight's live stream, a pretty big topic, before talking about what you guys want to talk about. Uh, so yeah, I hope you don't mind me eating while I'm talking. Also, hello, Tyrannosaurus. Welcome to the stream. Evan, welcome to the stream. Let me see here. Um, all right, so I guess we'll just start off then. Basically, the script for the new fan film is in the works. What I mean by that is it's in the works. I've been writing it. It's gonna hopefully have around 25 scenes. I learned in my last fan film that when you have over 30 scenes, you need to really stick to your schedule in terms of filming because your schedule becomes jam packed. So I had over 30 scenes in Ultraman Battle for Closure, and for that reason, that um, it was really hard to film because I had to stick really close to my schedule. So there was that problem. I'm gonna try and have this movie be shorter than that, because Ultraman Battle for Closure must have had 1 second here. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Oh, hello, Yako. Welcome as well. Evan, I guess now a new thing in this live stream is just shouting my name in all caps as I'm talking. So, that's funny. So, Um, all right, great. So, welcome to the stream again, Yako. Um, so the script for the new fan film is in the works. And I'm trying to make it shorter than the last fan film script because really the last fan film script was way too long, and again, it caused my schedule to be jam packed. I had to quite literally because I always had the schedule of filming one scene on Thursday, the next scene on Friday, and then editing those two scenes in one hit film export over the weekend. So essentially, I'd be getting two scenes done a week. The problem with that, however, was that I had enough room to breathe if in case I couldn't do it 1 week. But with Ultraman Battle for Closure having like 33 scenes or so, I had to be very, very compact with my schedule. I just nearly made it in terms of fitting it in. But to be fair, that's because Ultraman Battle for Closure took a little bit shorter than some of my other fan films. It was around 4 months to film, while in this fan film, I'm giving it around 5 months before I upload it. I'm not going to say much about it, besides the fact that it is a continuation of my Godzilla Heisei series following the events of Godzilla Doomsday Arrival. Evan's 500th film. Well, no. Maybe in the exaggerated sense, yes, but not literally. Actually makes me curious, how many, I've done. By the way, hope this channel. Wow, very nice of you, Turbo Starline. Very, very nice. And it's on show or hide, so I'm the only one who can read your most recent comment, by the way. So, all right. So yeah, that's the news. So new script, no, the new script for the new fan film is in the works. Hopefully, the idea is to get around 25 scenes of script writing done. Right now, I'm on scene 19. I have written 19 scenes so far in the last week. Usually takes me about a week and a half to write a script, sometimes less. So since Monday, I've been writing. I actually think Monday I didn't get the chance to, but I'll just say Monday so it's easier. So since Monday, I've been really writing a lot. So writing 19 scenes and more to come. Well, there's more to come along the way. Again, the idea is to not surpass 30 scenes. That is the maximum. I learned my mistake with that, so I'm trying not to do that. Um, if me a voice actor, I'm your guy. Thank you. I really appreciate it, Yaka. I will definitely consider. By the way, not just you. I'll definitely consider a whole load of people as options for voice actors. The problem is that once I finalize the script, I'm not able to then ensure until then who's voice acting what. But because you as well as other people asked to voice act, I'll definitely keep it in mind. Um, so, can't wait to see it. Thank you, Tyrone as well. I really appreciate it. The trailer for it, I can't even say really, but hopefully the trailer for it won't be out until like July. I need enough months of filming to get the footage ready, so probably in July is when you'll first see the first few shots, aka the teaser trailer for it. But for the month, for right now, it's filming in really actually the first day of filming. I scheduled it to be for May 10th because what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish the script likely tomorrow, and then I'm going to give everybody who I'm going to who I'm going to cast for voice acting enough time to voice act and hand in their lines so that it's like around 10 days, which is plenty of time in my opinion. And um, by that point, I will then be able to um, start filming on May 10th, and then we'll have enough shots, I think, to show you guys in mid-July. I hope. Let me see this. Hey, sorry, I can't be. Oh no, that's fine. It's perfectly fine. I even appreciate the fact that you came here just for a second just to explain that. I really appreciate it. So I guess it's kind of hello and goodbye, but have fun at whatever wedding you're at, guy and guy. Thank you for popping in. Um, so base PFP. Yeah, I remember you explained how you like the older Clone Wars. That's right. Now the uncanon version, right? Uh, Speaking of which, again, if you hear my mouth being full, I'm sorry about that, but I did say I was going to be eating while talking. But speaking of which, it is the technical first time I am streaming since since I released my fan film. So that's exciting. Give me 1 second, by the way, guys. All right, we're back. I thought that we were back, but then I realized, um, I thought we were back, and then I realized that I didn't actually click the unmute button. So could you imagine if for like 10 minutes I was just silent and you guys were like, what was going on, Evan? I'm like, what do you mean I'm talking? And then I pull one of those things where I'm like, oh my God, I didn't realize I was muted. So thank God I noticed because that would have been bad. All right. But yeah, hopefully the idea is that I finish the script tomorrow, send people their lines, and then what do you know? That'll be that. And then they'll hopefully send the lines by May 10th. Then by May 10th, I can begin filming, and hopefully all will be on schedule from there on out. I'm obviously not going to give any hints of the plot or the continuation or how it's going to work after the dramatic ending of Doomsday Arrival, nor am I going to say the title of the film. All of that, I'm afraid you're going to have to wait and see until. I mean, not you're obviously you're gonna have to wait for the film to come out to understand everything, but I mean, get a sense of what a tease will be like when the teaser comes out, which, as I said, will hopefully be in like mid-July, is my guess. So not that long. Depends on if you are impatient or patient. If you're impatient, then yeah, I know you gotta wait 2 months or 2 months and a half, really. So I'm sorry about that. Um, no problem. I'm working on a script now. Oh, nice, nice. How's your script going so far? Am I in it? Well, again, you weren't here when I said this, but I'm not going to mention anything about casting or anything like that until I'm done with the script. Because once I know the script and once I overlook everyone's character plots, that's when I'm going to analyze. And say and cast people really. But This film is going to be very different from my other films, so I cannot guarantee that you'll be voice acted in, or Yako will, or anyone who asks for that matter. Um, Besides some characters that are going to have to be in it in order for the series to continue, the Heisei series. Um, hey man, that's good to hear. I appreciate it. Most of the people that enjoy my content are very patient, so I appreciate that a lot. Because some people are not patient, and that's unfortunate for them. And for the person making the content, really. Oh, nice. So how long are you gonna? So if you just started, so how long do you think it'll take for you? Or do you think it'll take you like a month, a week? I'm a fast. You never want to rush your scripts, but for me, it takes about a week, which is actually pretty fast. But it's because I really enjoy this stuff, guys. Like I just can't see myself going any slower than the pace I'm at, because if I do that, then I feel like I'll lose interest over time. It's easier to lose interest if you slow down your pacing instead of building up on it frequently. If you build up on it frequently, you have nothing to lose because then that eagerness continues. If you end it sooner, I mean, slow it down, then you can end it sooner by, without realizing it. I just started probably, yeah, same. Yeah, weeks. For me, it's like a week. I think that's enough time, really. I mean, in general, if your fan film is going to be between 15 and 30 minutes, which is my preferred time length, then you only really need 25 scenes. That's good enough. I mean, there's a reason why Ultraman Battle for Closure was longer than most of my other fan films, being like 18 minutes. Well, Battle of Closure was like 24 minutes, and that's because um, the script was like 33 scenes, which is the longest of any other scenes I've ever done. Longest amount of scenes I've ever done. Um, yeah, that's good. Very good focus there, Geigen guy. I appreciate that. I'm gonna like that. Of course, have the kaiju's in there as well. I just prefer human scenes or more human scenes because um, they help describe the story and have it flow. How long do you think your fan film's gonna be? Once you start, like I know you're not sure, but like knowing how long your fan films usually are, how long do you think it's gonna be? The pizza I'm having currently is like lukewarm, but that might sound kind of gross, but it's actually really good. Sometimes when it's too hot, it's just not good. I swear, these streams where I eat my dinner while I'm streaming are like ASMR live streams. Quite literally. um, I even got Tyranny said, are you working on any fan films at the moment? I'm sorry if I'm not sure. Um, um, but are you? Not exactly. I should probably like watch some of your more recent videos. It's been a while since I checked out your channel. Maybe a few weeks. I should check it out. Unless you haven't uploaded anything since then, but I'm sure you have. Um, or is anyone really working on any fan films at the moment in this live stream? Feel free to talk about it in the chat because I guess now that I've said everything I needed to say, I guess now's the time to ask any questions. If you don't have any, that's perfectly fine as well. We can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. Or if the stream doesn't, very good question. It is actually just a normal slice. I believe it also was, no. Was it a normal slice last? I think it was a Cajun chicken pizza. The last time I ate pizza while on stream. This one is just a normal slice. Which can't go wrong. A normal slice. Who doesn't like that? Oh yeah, I'm working on Family on third entry in my cinema. Oh nice. How many do you plan on having? Just 3? Is this the final installment? Oh, I'll be right back. Alright, that's fine. Keep in mind, I know you're at a wedding, so if you really have to just like take a break and leave for a while, it's perfectly fine. What was I gonna say though? But yeah, um, if you have any questions at all, feel free to ask for this topic. Because if not, we'll move on to the next topic. It's perfectly okay. Any questions at all? Of course, ones where it doesn't involve, me giving it away. Have me say, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean I can't, like, I don't have, like, a list, of voice actors, like, on hand. I mean, I just kind of just choose people at random who I think are best fit for the role. Like, I don't know if you mean something else, or I'm not sure how many fan but trust me. Oh, I like that spirit there. I love that spirit. I really, really do. I mean, honestly, I get at some point people have to stop making fan films, but I like the sound of that. Not sure how many films, but trust me, this won't be the last one. I like that. I'm with you there on that one. I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. Um, I'll be still making these on my deathbed. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Um, so if okay, yeah. So I was gonna say like in that case, guess how many, but you don't really know, so I can't really say that, right? But yeah, cinematic universes are fun for fan films. I don't know why, but I don't really like it when people just have a story of a fan film and then do like another Godzilla fan film that's not connected at all to that story. Like I just like following stories. I don't like starting from scratch with a whole different story with whole different characters. It's like weird. I'm excited for this. Thank you. Yakor, oh, well, I know you said you've given up on filmmaking, but has that changed at all since the last time you announced that, or no? Is it still the same? I just see you tag me. Let me see this. I mentioned you in a comment. Guys that are streaming right now, guys, I love this. I appreciate adding me to that. Sorry, Zilla. Okay, now I am full and not gonna eat anymore, so you don't have to hear me sound like a blob in the stream. Still the same. All right. I see. Yeah, that's fine. You remember what my points were, so hopefully you'll be able to remember that. Haven't you played Metal Gear? Really? What do you mean? And what? What did I play that in? Because now I seem to be forgetting. I'll be right back, by the way. All right, there we go. I might have one more interruption, but I'm sorry for taking a while on that one. The Crazy Kaiju, hello, Jaro. Welcome to the live stream. Glad to see you here. Oh, I see. You play. Have you ever played Metal Gear? No, I have. I have not, to my recollection. agree with fan film continuity thing. Currently, I have two films, one with Godzilla, one with Kong. I put them in a playlist. Also, I've been checking out your recent fan films. They're awesome. Oh, nice. Which ones have you been checking out? I'm just curious. Um, because I remember you made a film back in July. I'm sorry, I'm forgetting the name of it now. It was really good. It was back in July of just last year. I forgot the name of it. It was Godzilla something. Was it like Dynasty? No, hang on. Let me see here. Um, I'm looking for it right now. It was Godzilla Revenge of the Fallen King. Okay. That's what it was. That's what it was. That was the first or the second one of your cinematic universe. I forgot now. Sorry, I'm forgetting this stuff. I saw it a while ago. Um, but yeah, no, continuity films are really, really fun to make. I don't know. Like, I get why people might want to just make a fan film, end it, make a new one that's completely irrelevant from the last one. But when you build up a story, it's fun. It's like creating chapters of a book, and the book is like one big cinematic universe. I mean, why do you think Marvel does so well? I mean, they have a cinematic universe. It's a continuation. That is, um, it's a continuation of things that are um entertaining for people to enjoy and watch. Um, all they have to do is really just sit back and enjoy and just watch the story go on. Now, of course, it might be impatient for the people waiting for the next film that explains the next portion of the story. But again, it's fun at the end of the day to build up that story. If they're gonna upload the whole Ultra Soccer as one big film, I might do that actually. That's not a bad idea. As of right now, I have no plans to, but that's not a bad idea, and I really do appreciate that suggestion. That'd probably be like if I did the math correctly, because I'm too lazy to scroll down to like the Ultraman Extinction and Dawn of Reality. Dawn of Reality was like 19 minutes, and Ultraman Extinction was like 17 or something. So, uh, um, it'd be like 61 minutes if I did the math correctly. I think. Um, yeah, 61 minutes or so. That's so a little over an hour is probably that's interesting actually. Um, Let me see this. I've been checking out your Ultraman stuff because I don't usually see Godzilla YouTubers working on that kind of stuff. Love your use auto control on one of them. Oh yeah, yeah. That was the most recent one. Yeah, that was. I appreciate you remembered the soundtrack of that. I knew some people would have remembered like, oh, that was from No Way Home, but they wouldn't have remembered the actual name of the soundtrack. You're the first person to have remembered that. That's awesome. Yeah, no, I like No Way Home soundtracks a lot. And so, one second, guys. Sorry, hang on. But yeah, I appreciate that you remember the use of that. And I also used a different soundtrack for No Way Home. I used two. And I get it, corny, unoriginal, typical Evan O'Rourke, if you want to think of it that way. But guess what? I don't care. I really think I really think it was good. It played along with the music well. I mean, in the end, we're not going to be here making our own music. I mean, some people do. I know Yako's good at that, but not everyone here is. So sometimes when you pick out music and fit it in with a scene, it works really, really, really well. Even if it's made by a different composer for a completely different type of movie, it's a-okay with me because it worked well, and that's all that matters. And clearly, it is enjoyed by friends of mine that watch the fan films, like Terranizilla, who just said, love the use of whatever soundtrack it was, Auto Trouble. Um, because I forgot how to pronounce his name, the last name of the person who direct or composed the No Way Home music, Michael Giacchino? Giacchino? Sound like an Italian last name. Um, um, so yeah, something like that. Giacchino? I don't know, but he also composed the soundtrack for the two other Spider-Man films, Far From Home and Homecoming, and I'm sure did it for other stuff, but did that. He did some of the J.J. Abrams Star Trek 3 movies, the prequels. the Star Trek prequels with Chris Pine as Captain Kirk, and did the theme for Batman, the most recent Batman. You know, the one that goes bum bum bum. But I'm not gonna be cringe and do it live in front of a bunch of people, but you get the idea. You use music for No Way Home. Which one? Well, Auto Trouble was one of them, as mentioned before. The other one was something like, shoot, I gotta look that up now because I seem to have forgotten. In the meantime, what a turn! I love soundtracks. There's what keep they help make the scenes work. Use of Auto Trouble was fitting and shocked me. I loved it. Thank you. Um, um, but yeah, no, thank you. I appreciate that. I thought it fit fairly well as well. In the scene where Alien Babalu fought against Giant Yapul. Another interesting concept, by the way, because when I was coming up with a script for Ultraman Battle for Closure, and I guess now it's fine to talk about it because this is the first stream since the fanfic came out. I really wasn't sure what to do. I mean, the only and this is like a flaw that I'm literally admitting, guys. Like I'm admitting about my own film, is that I built it up. I built up Giant Yapul as a major villain in the Ultra trilogy, and I had him killed off by a different villain that came out of nowhere and was the final villain of the final movie, even though he had no character development in the two previous films. And by the way, I just came up with that. Like that was criticism of my own film. I haven't. I think I only heard that from one other person who watched the film. So that was criticism of my own film right there. Like I'm being honest. I'm just gonna go after myself in some areas. In that area, however, um, I mean I don't know what to say. I can understand where that's coming from. I just wanted something different because Giant Yapple was the main villain. Because by the way, guys, I know it's hard to look at it this way. It really, really is. But Ultraman, the Ultra trilogy is a trilogy of films that take place following the Ultraman miniseries they made back in 2017, Ultraman Guardian of the Galaxy, Guardian of the Universe. It's not Guardian of the Galaxy. Um, which was a mini Ultraman series I did with 25 episodes, and some fans of mine enjoyed that show, even though looking back on it, it was very cringe. And I think I might have told you guys this story before, but some people um, asked me to make a trilogy continuing the story, a trilogy of films continuing that story, in which I did. And even though I replaced what the characters look like as different action figures, even though I obviously had a different setup as I did back then, filming literally on my living room carpet because I was very, very, just disorganized beyond belief in those days. So I did all that and I continued it and it worked out really, really well. Yeah, my language pronounced Jaquino, or Jaquino. Oh, okay, that's good to know. Jaquino. Hmm. Giacchino. Giacchino is probably the way it's. It really does sound like an Italian name, no. Name though. I'm almost positive of that. I don't want to get too sure of myself there, but I think that's what's going on there. Anyways, though, so I thought going back to writing the script of it that, um, um, 1 second here, guys. No, I might actually. Mm, nah, never mind. I was gonna change the topic of or the title of the live stream to Ultraman Battle of Closure After Talk, and then script for new fan film in the works. But come to think of it, it's I don't know. We already are now talking about whatever you guys want to talk about. So we've never really done it before. We've gone back to a topic. So I don't know. It doesn't really matter. In the end, though, yeah. So I was writing the script and I thought, what could be a little bit interesting here, and that is if I introduced a completely different villain, because I didn't want to use Giant Yapple as the last villain. I really didn't, because he was already the villain in the final episode of Ultraman Guardian of the Universe, and I figured, why just prop him up once again for him to be another final villain in that movie? And as in Battle of Closure. So I scrapped that idea and I brought in Alien Babalu, who, by the way, was awesome in the sense that I had him fight another villain. In other words, I felt it was unique that I had one major Ultraman villain fighting another major Ultraman villain. Because typically you just see the Ultraman villain fighting Ultraman directly, right? So I had come up with that idea, and I thought that was a pretty good idea. And that's where I used, going back to what we were originally talking about, that's where I used Auto Trouble, which was once again a really great soundtrack piece of No Way Home. Probably my favorite, actually. Sorry, I went to go drink some water. Um, and what's great about that soundtrack, by the way, is that um, they used elements of um, the actual Doc Ock theme, which is what's really really great. Like the entire piece of that soundtrack starts off with a I don't know what instrument it was. It sounded like couldn't have been a violin. Of course not. I don't know what it was. It was some really really interesting way of using the Doc Ock theme. Which, by the way, I only recently figured out it was the Doc Ock theme. I don't know if that's good or bad. Probably bad, but but they used it very faintly, and then it cut into its own version of music with some bits of the Doc Ock theme in there. Because what they did was they took the da 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 from the 2004 Spider-Man movie, and then they slowed it down. It was like it slowed it down, had it like very high pitched, very cool. Sorry, anyways. Oh no, it's fine. Welcome back. I'm wanted in 4 European countries. That is nice to hear. Welcome to the stream, by the way, Diego. I saw a few fans trying to make their own Godzilla No Way Home movies. No Way Homes. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, honestly, I actually had a couple of friends do that myself. I'm not a critic of other people's ideas. I mean, work is one thing. Like a fan film being worked on and criticizing that's different. But for me, I personally don't think the idea of stealing the concept of the multiverse is really great for Godzilla fan films. I know I just did a fan review show episode on one of my friends, Monster King, who did that exact same thing. For his, I thought it worked pretty well. But the idea of a multiverse is that it's like, at least when it's done in the form of cinema, it's decades and decades and decades of characters that are completely irrelevant and have never been mixed together to brought in together with a crossover because of the multiverse. And what's so thrilling about it is that it's characters that everyone's familiar with. You could say that in this random movie about like Yako said, like a No Way Home style movie, but for Godzilla, that the Sidor was from a different universe. Well, I'm not going to get that thrill out of it because we've already seen Godzilla fight Hedorah. You know what I mean? But I get it's cool. It's just it needs lots of work. Those ideas for them to really work. You feel like you killed Johnny a little too fast. I mean, I don't think that was the problem. I just think the problem was is that I killed off his character when he was actually having good character development, and I brought in Alien Babalu, who had little to no character development. Of course, I had him explain the lore of where he came from numerous parts throughout the film, so that people weren't left confused as to where the hell this guy came from. But in the end, I don't think it's that I killed him off too soon. I mean, he wasn't like the first two Ultraman movies as the villain. I just feel like I maybe didn't do justice to what was being propped up as the final fight between Giant Yapul or Ultraman or whatnot. But it's okay because again they already fought even if it was in a cringy episode of a cringy show from nearly 5 years ago. They fought in the final episode of Ultraman Guardian of the Universe, and that's good enough for me, I guess. So, anyways, what cast do you include so far? Oh, I haven't included any cast yet. Also, welcome to the stream, by the way, Hunter. But no, this script that I'm working on right now doesn't have a cast yet. Um, what I'm doing is I'm writing the script, and then once I'm done with the script, I'm then going to review people for casting. And this film will, by the way, have generically, I have lots of roles ready. This film will actually not have many roles. I can't really say why, because then it'll give it away. So, to all the people who've been asking for voice acting, I don't know what to tell you guys. Like, I'd love to include you, but that's like 5 people so far, 4 people at least in my recent recollection who've asked. And yes, this film is not going to have many roles. So, besides the characters who have already been guaranteed roles because they need to continue those roles from their previous Heisei films, I can't promise everyone getting a voice acting spot. Also, I got Godzilla a tie. I got a Godzilla tie. Oh, no. I thought you said I got Godzilla a tie. I was like, what do you mean? You got like a mini tie and slapped it on the Bandai figure or something? But that's awesome. Yeah. Are you wearing that now? Is that why you're bringing that up? Because you're bringing that wearing that now to the wedding that you were mentioning earlier, or you just get it in general? In fact, you know what? Here, you know what? To tell you guys what I mean, instead of in a cringy voice doing this myself, allow me to play this. Oh, by the way, next stream, when I stream next Friday, if all goes well and I'm able to stream, we will be talking about um, Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, because by next week it's going to be the day before it comes out. So, very, very, very exciting. Anyways, Evan, I'm gonna see you guys. All right, see you later. I guess it's the first time you're leaving 4 minutes early before the stream ends, so don't worry, you're not gonna miss out on much. I don't really want to do multiverse unless it has Yako, since there have been several versions of him, including the Strike Down, Godzilla New Generation. That's yeah, no, I think Yako would actually work for the multiverse because that is a version of Godzilla, or I mean, of course, original character, like Yako's original character. But I mean, like in the sense, like that is a Godzilla kaiju that has never actually fought against Godzilla before, so that'd be interesting. But when you have a multiverse film where you have like simply GMK fighting Showa Ghidorah and saying that's the multiverse, it's like It's like all that really is just two different versions of kaijus that we've already seen, maybe not fight together, but obviously have fought together in general, just as different designs, you know? So the multiverse and Godzilla don't really work so well, um, especially because there's no development enough for the multiverse to happen with that kind of. I don't know. It's very hard to explain. I just think it's all I'm trying to say is that it's not a bad idea, but it is very hard to pull off. Very hard to pull off. Let me see here. Oops. Let me see this. 1 second. Let me play Auto Trouble for you guys. For those who haven't heard it, here you go. Oh, wait, there might be an ad. Sorry. I'm only gonna play the beginning part because it is really the Doc Ock theme, just played differently. On a different level, I mean. That was na 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 na, you know what I mean? And then it goes na na. It's very good. It's very very good. Case in point there. That would be like 3 minutes or four, really, if I wanted to play the whole thing. Oh my god. I just asked if I can help with some effects. Never got a chance. Well, look. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm sure I had to have told you this maybe before, maybe openly or not or whatnot. But I do. It's not. I'm not denying it out of like being arrogant or anything. I do really greatly appreciate your offer, Yako, and I know you're very experienced with effects. It's just, in my opinion, the only way I can ever really get. Now, this doesn't just go for me, by the way. It goes for anyone. The only way anyone can get better with effects is if they're able to learn it themselves. You know what I mean? Not to have someone, unless it's maybe like who knows? Maybe I might ask you to help out with a mini project involving effects. Like that might still be an option. But for actual fan films, I don't know if I'm really up for that. I hope you can understand. I don't mean to be rude or anything, but not gonna lie, if I were to ever do a kaiju universe, which is very unlikely, I would like to do it with other YouTubers who make fan films. Oh, now that's a good idea, and that makes sense. That's a good idea. Yeah, that works. What I don't think works is though if you just start a kaiju multiverse film based off of your own characters. That's very very hard to pull off in terms of having it connect and work well. But however, and at this point I don't know why I didn't turn my camera on by now. Sorry about that. There you go. Hello everyone. I guess for the last this is the longest time I've had my camera off. I think I just was eating dinner. I had it off and I forgot to turn it on. So I hope you guys understand. For the last 2 minutes of streaming, there is no, but that's a good idea. Because if you have it with your own characters, that's like not gonna work well. Thank you. Also, in the future Ultraman project, are you willing to involve Shin Ultraman? Oh, I'm not doing any more Ultraman projects, unfortunately, Hunter. Um, the Ultraman Battle of Closure was the last Ultraman fan film my last Ultraman fan film I'm doing, where it would be the end of the Ultra trilogy, and from there I wouldn't. I mean, I might have Ultraman kaiju's fighting in short battles, and even if I did, I don't have the figures of the Ultraman characters you mentioned. Um, but that doesn't mean though that I might, of course, use them in short battles or whatnot. Maybe I might do those. But case in point, yeah, no, I'm not doing anymore. Unfortunately, I'm sorry about that. Ultraman Battle of Closure was the final Ultraman film. So I can then work on my Godzilla fan films. Exactly. Plus, yeah, he has several versions of him throughout movies, roleplay, Godzilla Generation, so on. So if I establish current Yuto Yako with other Yakos than that, then I also think it'll work 100%. Yeah. Kaiju multiverse would be good. Would be Godzilla's Gamera, then Ultraman Gamora comes in. Cloverfield enters the film. Now, yeah, that's Kaiju multiverse. Yeah, yeah. So you get the idea, guys. It's very hard to pull off. You have to be very good at it. Also, I know this is kind of abrupt because I didn't really give a warning, but I just realized we are out of time for today's live stream. I'm sorry for that, guys. It would typically be about 10 minutes longer, but because I started 10 minutes late, that means I have to end it 10 minutes shorter. So I'm trying to get better at coming early, guys. But the point is this: my script for the new Ultraman, not Ultraman, I'm done with Ultraman. My script for the new Godzilla fan film is in the works. I'm not going to say much more about it other than that because you'll be seeing me talk more about it in future streams when I discuss filming for it, as well as um, releasing the teaser trailer hopefully sometime in July and finishing the script this weekend and giving voice actors their voicing lines, and then having everything begin filming production on May 10th. So, yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed tonight's live stream. Thank you for coming on. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys later, and